I just want to point out this shirt is amazing. Let me get you a closer look. A little episode 1 action with prequel puppet Yoda. Oh yeah, this is a real 1999 gem right here. All right, enough about the shirt. What is going on, everybody? Brent's Bricks back here again with another Lego 2021 set review. Today we have Lego set 75300 Imperial TIE Fighter, otherwise known as the $40 TIE Fighter. Let's see if Lego can do it. Let's see if they can make a $40 TIE Fighter worth the price. Let's get right into the time lapse. For the first figure in this set, we have the TIE Fighter pilot himself. Doesn't look like much has changed since the recent TIE Fighter pilots that we've got in recent years. And if I pull out my minifigure encyclopedia and pop that open there, it looks like this one here is exactly the same. I studied this one pretty closely. This one here was in 2016 in set number 75154, the TIE Striker. And it looks like that one is exactly the same as this one that we have here today. The TIE Fighter pilots in the recent years are a figure that I don't think needs much change done. I think they're pretty much dang near perfect and as accurate as you can get to the TIE Fighter pilots in the movies. And for the second minifigure you build in this set, it is NIL8. That is right. NIL8. Annihilate. That is the name of this droid. And again, I'm going to pull out the minifigure encyclopedia here. And basically, they're protocol droids like C-3PO, except they have lower intelligence and they're stern and not helpful. So basically, it's like a less smart and kind of a jerk version of C-3PO. I don't really know why this is not just another RA-7 droid. For whatever reason, this is not an RA-7 droid. This is NIL8. But nonetheless, this is a very nice protocol droid here. He does have very nice colored wiring detailing on the back of the torso as well as the front. So nonetheless, a very nice Imperial protocol droid. And for the last figure of this set, we have the new style Stormtrooper. Do I really even gotta say it? And all jokes aside, this new Stormtrooper helmet just, and I feel like a lot of you in the Lego community are gonna agree with me, this just doesn't really do it for me in terms of looking accurate to what we see in the movies. I mean, this encyclopedia on the very front cover, this is the newest Lego Star Wars encyclopedia you can buy. And even this one has a better looking Stormtrooper on the front. And they even do the comparison for you. Here's the new helmet. And then right here we have the old ones. And then they go ahead and put the better looking one on the front of the encyclopedia. And one other thing people have noticed about this Stormtrooper, unlike other ones, is you can't turn that head at all. And if we go ahead and compare the two side by side, you can kind of see what I mean. Just the overall shaping of how it looks. I mean, this one just looks so much bigger, even though the overall sizing of the two helmets are similar. It's just the way they mold that new one is just, it is just so Family Guy Stormtrooper-like. I can't unsee it. Other than the helmet not being the best mold we've ever seen, still a pretty good Stormtrooper. And here it is, the $40 TIE Fighter. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. Honestly, I'm thoroughly impressed. I thought this thing was gonna look like a slightly bigger, like 4+ TIE Fighter. I thought it was gonna make the cockpit look just giant and just not proportional to the wings at all. Also, it's worth pointing out that I think this is the first TIE Fighter to ever have green spring-loaded shooters, which makes it way more accurate to what we've always seen from the TIE Fighters in the movies. Moving to the side here, we have very nice greebling detailing on the side with a very nice printed tile. Also, on the inside of these wings, you have a brand new piece with 5 Technic pin connection points on there, and that is what ultimately connects the wings to the rest of the TIE Fighter. A little bit of a different technique in connecting the cockpit to the wings there. This top piece right here, it is what a lot of people would say is backwards. Now I get it, you can just turn it around and now it is more accurate to what we see from TIE Fighters in the movie, but for whatever reason on the box it is shown as being faced that way. So kind of a head scratcher, but hey, what are you gonna do? I guess all you gotta do is flip it around and problem solved. And one other small negative, I guess, would be the fact that this piece right here just does not come in this light gray color. I have no idea why Lego can't make that piece in a light gray. Literally, you have one here, and then even flipping around to the back, you have 2 more on the back. And I just feel like that just sticks, even from the side, that just sticks out like a sore thumb. Just, if they could just make that piece in gray, it would make this whole TIE Fighter look so much cleaner. But for whatever reason, they just do not make that piece in light gray. Getting minifigures in and out of the cockpit here is going to be a breeze. We just pull down the windshield, pull down the controls, go ahead and insert your TIE Fighter pilot, flip up his controls to kind of hold him in place there, flip up your windshield, and you are good to go. And for the instructions, nothing at all has changed. You have ads in the back for the other 2021 sets coming out, as well as the minifigures. Blue lightsaber on a Return of the Jedi Luke. I don't know what's going on with that. And on the back, we have an ad for the Skywalker Saga Lego game that I am super excited about playing. And for the box art on this TIE Fighter, it is absolutely amazing. I think the explosions on there look great. Got the Death Star 2 kind of looming in the background there. And on the back of the box, we got the TIE Fighter hanging out in the hangar bay, as well as a Play It in the Skywalker Saga game logo right there. Lego did it, guys. I mean, they really did it. They made, I think, the best TIE Fighter that you could get for $40, hands down. I think a lot of us thought that this thing was going to be way smaller than it actually is. I think the price point is incredible at $40. I mean, if you were building any type of mock that had TIE Fighters in it, and say you only have 1 or 2, if you were going to get that same TIE Fighter or something along the lines of that, you're going to be paying a lot, versus this right here, only $40. Most likely something that Lego is going to keep on the shelf for a long time. You could get a nice fleet of these TIE Fighters for only $40 a piece. And that's not to say they might go on sale at some point, then you'd really be getting a good deal. And I think the same things can be said about this X-Wing. I think a lot of people thought that this was going to be like an oversized 4+ X-Wing, and I think this X-Wing turned out absolutely amazing. If you want to see my review on this X-Wing, that video is already up on the channel. So with these 2 sort of discount TIE Fighter and discount X-Wing, cheaper than they've been in a really long time, I think Lego did an extremely good job with these. I mean, good value for your money. good minifigures, subject to how much you're paying. Obviously, you're only getting 3 in this one because it's a little bit cheaper. But I think the minifigure selection over here is fantastic. And I think people are going to have a lot of fun buying multiples of these and having a fleet of X-Wings and a fleet of TIE Fighters to be able to put against each other. Make an amazing trench run mock, perhaps.
Lock air spoils in attack position.
The final verdict on this guy right here, I think I got to go with a solid 9 out of 10. I think the only thing kind of holding it back is still not crazy about that new Stormtrooper helmet mold, but that's more of a minifigure issue than like an actual set issue. So that'll be it for this review today, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. We are very, very close to 200 subscribers if we are not already at this point by the time I post this video. But at the time of filming this video, we are right around 190. I cannot believe this channel is to this point, even at just a week of being a thing. And for that, I literally cannot say thank you enough to everybody who has been subscribing, liking the videos, commenting down below. It really motivates me to make these videos better for everybody now that I know that I actually have an audience to make videos for. So with all that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching, and always, never stop building.